The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They did have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go. Wide 80. Whoa! Two times. We got three, fellas.
Ben to throw again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
14 more yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
Offense is so shitty.
It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack.
Did you watch the last time when I played this
nigga in this league? Will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that nigga, bro. I was on my fucking goal line like
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Type shit in this.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
50.
Who?
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got White here.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there. Because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down.
That's the
third down.
Oh, that's
that
the
way you
other
don't lose
dude.
any yardage.
Then I zip your shit. Definitely zipped you. Can I go back to passing?
Roethlisberger now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's complete to Watt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
On the Seahawks 7-yard line. Set! Like 80! Double bump. I got one! Hey, Alpha! Check Mike 57.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayoa in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Strong right. Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
That's one thing.
2nd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Wilson to Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one. Move the change. 1st down Seahawks.
I didn't even know he was in this bitch talking to me. His ass funny.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This league is ass.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They run it with Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
What's your team in the other leagues?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive.
The Bills in the one league?
Get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blow. It's the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, I 7. 57's a mic. 57's a mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And scores from around the NFL in the second week of the regular season. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Roethlisberger will throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This bitch been drinking. She probably calling me about to talk some dumb shit.
Now Ben on 3rd and long.
Stop playing with me. Ghoul, this nigga Ghoul is fucking burger.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Wilson now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 6-yard line. Set! Black 30!
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
315!
I gotta fix that shit.
On 1st down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a return
in this league, bro.
Comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at
Yeah.
44-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Opting to run again here with White. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
You get that. You don't want it. Nah, get back.
180, 24.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Yet another interception.
Just wanted to give you 1,000.
My math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Third and 2, now Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Carson. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Being chased out left.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Right there in the middle, 55. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Both of them. Switch gears.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman the first down and more. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that's incomplete. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
You got nothing. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
On first down, Freeman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. He'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Protein spills. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is
oh my God, bro.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Thank you.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A throw complete to Dorsett, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Carson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Slow down. I got you.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
14. Go, let's go.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get the ball away. He's taken down.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
So fucking shitty, bro. Don't care. Get out. I'm fucking in an intense game right now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3 down.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Get his ass. Let's go.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch that. Check right 50.
Now it's the backup Rudolph.
Let's go,
and that
baby.
Will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles,
And I got 2
thus the
TDs left. This
incompletion.
nigga's retarded.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this
Take
is
this bitch
a
to the
rocket.
crib, Tyler.
Returnable for Lockett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They
I hate this fucking league, bro. This is the only league I'm asking,
bro. The football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll eat some clock with Freeman. The 30, past the 20, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I do got a timeout.
This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be run, kneel, and then handshakes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on.
I don't got to pay nobody.